Hello, welcome back. We're back for another edition of the Fandrich Expedition.
Yeah, so this is living abroad, expectation versus reality.
If you're like me, you should try to lower your expectations.
That's not true at all. Just know that things are different, I guess. So these are expectations. The first part are expectations that others have when we tell people that we live not in the United States, where we're from, but also expectations that we personally had moving to Peru. So we'll just start because it's probably going to be a long video.
Yeah.
So the first expectation is that when you live abroad, you're going to constantly be traveling and going on awesome adventures.
It's not true.
No. I mean, if you're living here, you're living and working.
Yeah.
It's a normal life.
Unless you're a millionaire, you're getting a job.
We're not
and you're going to work.
millionaires.
We're not millionaires.
So, I mean, yeah, there are adventures, but like,
Sure.
we'd be going on adventures in Wisconsin, where we're from too. So,
That's right.
It's a life-work balance.
Yep.
You know. Expectation number 2.
You can spend like you're on vacation all the time. If I spent like I was on vacation all the time, I would have no money lickety-split. You really have to get into a different rhythm of how you spend money. You're discovering new ways of, for buying food or, getting around the city or getting around where you live and work.
And not only that, if you're living in a country, there's a really good chance that you're working at a job in that country.
Of course.
And so you're making, most likely, an average wage in that country.
Right.
So
your wage is going to fit, usually, the cost of living.
Right.
And so be very mindful of, what your expenses are versus your income.
Yeah. Number 3 is everyone who moves abroad teaches English. Well, it's really common.
Yeah.
That's not really true.
Right.
It is a really good opportunity for people to move abroad, though.
Right. So I teach English, which is kind of funny.
Part-time.
Part-time.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who are just traveling, kind of passing through, and, it's a great way to fund an extended trip,
It is.
an extended journey.
To be honest, I wish I would have thought of that in my early 20s.
Yeah,
Because
honestly.
it's a pretty legit deal.
If you're thinking about doing it, I would highly recommend it. And if you have questions, ask us down below. I have a fair bit of information. There's a lot of opportunities across the world, especially if you're a native English speaker.
And we do plan on doing a video about the TEFL, Teaching English as a Foreign Language program, and teaching English abroad. So keep an eye out for that one.
Stay tuned.
Number 4.
Number 4. You'll be having so much fun that you just won't even think about or miss your friends or family. No. I would say we did a video about this some months ago. And one of the things I miss the most is my friends and family.
Right.
I think about my friends and family all the time.
Yeah. And we will link the What We Miss video down below for you to check out.
Yep.
Another expectation, especially for those of us from the United States.
Right now, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, really, I think all throughout.
Maybe.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But if you moved abroad, you certainly moved abroad for political reasons.
Right.
I.e., you don't agree what's going on in your home country.
Home
country, yeah.
Right.
And that's not true. I mean, most of the people, the expats that I've met, that's not true, and it's not true for us either.
Right. So we made a video specifically about this, and we'll link that below. But it's safe to say that there are more things that pulled us to Peru than pushed us from the United States.
Right, and we'll leave it at that. If you want more in-depth answer on that, just
we gave a long answer.
Go ahead and check those videos out.
Number 6 is
this is where we're starting. This is where we're starting our expectations.
Right.
So,
before we moved down here, this is what we thought.
Yeah.
So we thought we could drag our good credit from the States down here, and then everything was gonna be good. Everything was gonna be rolled out for us. Not at all. We had to completely start from scratch.
Yeah, you start from scratch. But to be fair, right now, just a little behind the scenes, we're in the process of getting approved for a home loan. And they did ask for our credit score from our home country.
But our credit established here was far more important.
Right. And we have amazing credit in the States, and in the States, if we were applying for a home loan, they'd be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But here it's just like, okay.
Right.
So, I mean, they did ask us, but it wasn't enough for us to stand on, I guess.
That's right. That's right.
This is a good one that I don't think we fully anticipated.
Good heavens.
Our expectation was that bureaucracy in Peru would be similar to what it is in the U.S., but maybe a little bit worse.
This is something we have mentioned in several videos, and we did not fully appreciate until traveling, not just living here, but just traveling.
Yeah.
The United States is a strange place.
Yeah.
This is one thing that I really do miss about the United States. One thing the United States does extremely well is not over bureaucratizing things.
Yeah.
Getting things done here is an absurd joke.
I think if you're moving to any developing country, expect for things to not be computerized and online.
Right.
I think that's been one of our biggest hurdles because
in the United States, we're well into the process of keeping electronic documents and going paperless.
Right.
I mean, this is something that almost every institution, every bank, every company, every whatever
Medical
is trying
center,
to do. The
everyone.
government, everyone's trying to be less reliant on paper, and so we're well into we're more than a decade or two into that process in the United States, and here it's just not even thought of.
Yeah.
And so having just stacks of papers to do anything, if you have a business, if you're working here, that you'll become very familiar with that.
Your
instantly.
immigration process. If you're shipping your belongings here we did. It's just a lot of red tape.
Yep.
So
Like,
that was not
we
something...
cannot prepare you for how much bureaucracy and red tape there is. We could say it all we want. Expect an absurd amount of having to deal with bureaucrats and red tape. It's over the limit.
Even after being here 2 years, we still can't expect it.
I still get surprised by it.
So we'll just leave that there.
Absolutely.
So the last one we have is specific to where we live. We live in Arequipa, Peru.
Uh-huh.
Right now, I'm not sure if you can see behind us, but it's cloudy today.
Yeah.
It's cold. Sorry, Wisconsin people.
Right.
It's cold today.
Right.
So our expectation was that Arequipa's climate is 100% awesome 100% of the time. Because normally we're in a high altitude desert. It's sunny. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's
right.
amazing.
It's only about 99% amazing.
Yeah. So
there are 2 months a year on average where clouds roll in. There's a little bit of a different prevailing wind in the region, and this year is a little bit abnormal. But under normal circumstances, January and February in Arequipa, certainly the latter half of December through the middle of March in places like Cusco, are very rainy.
Yeah.
And almost always cloudy, and a little cooler.
Yeah.
A little cooler.
It's been much more rainy this summer than it was last summer.
Absolutely.
But everyone says last summer was
abnormally dry.
Too dry,
right.
And this summer is too wet.
Right.
So I'm not sure what to expect next year.
Right. But all of the other months, I mean, it's gorgeous here.
Right.
And go ahead.
I was gonna say the only other thing that we didn't expect was the dust.
Oh man.
And that's 100% year-round, people.
Yep. It's grimy here.
It's dusty here. It's the desert.
Yep.
I don't know what else we expected. But it's a thing.
Those of you from the Southwest U.S. will be like, we're from Wisconsin. Haven't really had to deal with that.
Right.
So it was new to us.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all we have.
Yep.
So if you have any questions about moving abroad or living abroad that are maybe your expectations and you want to test out on us, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll do our best to answer those for you.
Absolutely.
So that's all we have, and we'll see you in the next video.